to Less family. So yes, I'm out and about, as you can see. I had to make a trip to Fifi's today. Let me tell y'all what happened. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. So I took a pair of Steve Madden shoes into Fifi's. They're the dupe for the Alexander McQueen's. I wore the shoes one time, but in an effort of me reducing some of the clutter that I have that's taking up space in my closet, I took it to Fifi's to consign, you know, probably not expecting to make more than $15 off of the shoe, whatever. Took the shoe in. It's a white shoe. It has the black cap on the end. The shoe was clean. It was white when I brought it in. I also took it in with a pair of Tory Burch shoes. The person that took the shoes in, they put the Tory Burch shoes and the white Steve Madden shoes side by side. This was a week and a half ago, okay? She called me a couple days ago and she said the white shoes had some blue rubbing on it from the Tory Burch shoe. And I'm like, well, I didn't bring them in like that. So this lady goes on and tries to accuse me. She said, well, maybe you had the shoes sitting in your hot car. What? Ma'am, if it's nothing else I'm going to take care of, I'm going to take care of my shoes. Like any other woman, I am going to take care of my shoes. My shoes are an investment for me, whether it's high, low, or in the middle price point. It's an investment for me. Y'all know I love my shoes. So anything, you ain't never got to worry about my shoes being in bad condition. So me and her went back and forth, and I'm challenging her on what she just accused me of. And then she says, oh, well, we did have the shoes in a bucket behind our counter for a week, and when we took them out, that's when we noticed that the blue pair of shoes that I brought in had rubbed off on the white pair. Well, then why in the hell did you just try to accuse me of bringing you in a shoe that has stains on it? Because you all wouldn't have even accepted it that way. So me and her, you know, we exchanged words back and forth. And, you know, let me take a pause here, because it's not the fact that I know it's a Steve Madden shoe, very inexpensive shoe. For what I think I paid $40 for the shoe, but it's not the point. The point is you led with an accusatory statement. That's what pissed me off. Steve Madden aside, I don't really care about the shoe. I could have really just donated the shoe and been done with it. So I told her, I said, you know what, I'm just gonna come into the store. So fast forward to today. When I tell y'all the disposition that this lady had, she was just like, well, I should have just donated it. In my head, I'm saying, bitch, I wish the fuck you would have just donated my shoe without calling me. But in an effort to avoid the angry black woman stereotype, I said, no, I don't think that would have been a good idea for you to do. Me basically saying, I wish you would have, is equivalent to saying, no, I don't think that would have been a good idea. So I told her, I said, give me my shoe. Give me my shoe. So I said, okay, I know the owner. I don't know the owner personally, but what I'm saying is I know the owner runs another Fifi's in Jacksonville, which is where I am now. She's very timid, but she is not of the same hue as me, if you get what I'm saying. So I just went into the store, and I pulled her to the side, you know, away from her customers, and I told her what happened. I never did tell the girl at Fifi's in San Marco that I was coming over here. I never told her that. But I knew she was going to I knew the girl at Fifi's in San Marco was going to call over here to the owner and give her a heads up anyway. I had already knew that. So I was fully prepared for that. When I tell y'all, this lady, she wasn't nasty at all. So let me just say that. But she was real, like, she was taking the side of her employee, which on one hand she should have. But if you're taking the side of your employee, also consider what your customer is saying, especially if the customer, you can look at my history and tell that I have a long relationship with you all. Like, I know your policy. I know, like, there's no reason for me to make a fuss out of something without just cause. So she was like, well, you know, it is our policy. You know, if something is damaged in our care, we can't just donate it. We don't have to call, blah, 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 blah. What? Basically, she was taking the side of her employee, and she didn't even consider my side. And I really had to dig deep into my corporate lingo and have a very tactful yet assertive conversation with this young lady. And she finally said, you know, well, I'll talk to her and I'll get her to apologize. Ma'am, that's all I was looking for. I don't really give a damn about the Steve Madden shoe because the shoe overall was inexpensive, and initially I was just going to donate the shoe to begin with, but I was like, you know, let me make me a couple dollars off this shoe that I've only worn one time. But the fact that and I even told her, I said, if she had led with, hey, you know, Kanisha, this is what happened, you know, my bad, I apologize, I would have still been annoyed, but I wouldn't have been as upset as I was with her leading with the accusatory statement of her telling me that the damage was caused by me leaving the shoe in my car. Like, she wanted to absolve herself of all responsibility. Like, she was just so nasty. And then the lady in here tells me, she's like, well, she did call me. I said, I knew she was. I said, I wasn't expecting her not to. Then she says, well, she's in the process of pulling all of her things. Okay. But y'all, let that just be a lesson. I don't know if I'm going to be doing business with Fifi's anymore, because stuff like that really has just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't think I'm going to be doing business with Fifi's anymore. As a matter of fact, if she pulls my items, I will go and get them, fine. But when everything else sells, I won't do. If she doesn't pull my items, then when everything else sells, I won't be doing business with anymore. Either way, I won't be taking anything else into them to consign. All right, Lux for Less family, I'm headed out. I'm headed to a Juneteenth party. Her requested dress code was Juneteenth colors. This is a skirt that I thrifted from Goodwill. This is a denim top that I thrifted from Goodwill. The Tory Burch Miller slides I thrifted from Goodwill. No, I thrifted from The Real. Then these earrings, I always get a lot of compliments about these earrings. Just some earrings I picked up from the hair store. And then I am wearing these sunnies that I got from Target. They have a green gradient lens. They were $10 at Target, but this is my outfit. I think I'm within dress code. She was very specific to say no red, white, and blue. So I think I'm doing good with the Juneteenth colors. And it has like almost like a tribal look about it. But I'm headed over, so I'll see you guys there. I'm only going because I felt well enough to go. I'm not going to stay long though, so but it's a good opportunity for me to get out of the house. So I'll see you guys later. But I am going to take me some housekeeping classes. I am. I am, because I'm ready to start keeping my house and my space tidy and clean. Now let me tell you this right here. It is June 23rd. It's 9:54 a.m. I decided to get up this morning while I was out making my run to the bank and come to a place I have not been to in quite a while. You can see it right over my shoulder. It's Dofi right here. Right, you know, right there where the little owl is. Y'all remember I used to come here all the time. I'm looking at this lady. She almost hit this van that I'm parked next to. Van right here. Anyway, I decided to come over here and get me a donut because I have not had a donut in a few weeks now, several weeks actually. And I don't think I've had a donut since before my surgery. So it's been about a month, maybe a little longer. But I decided to come over here and get one because I haven't visited my friend in quite a while. Y'all know me and the owner, when they first opened, we established a really good rapport. And I used to come and visit every Saturday. And for whatever reason, I just stopped. But I'm here now. I was actually on this side of town. And I was like, let me pop in and see. It's almost 10 o'clock, so I don't even know if he has donuts left. But we'll see. So let's go. So I'm done at the donut shop. Was able to catch up with my friend, the owner, and he made me a mango, what did he say it was? Mango passion fruit boba. And I was like, I don't like boba. And he said, you'll like it. And y'all, it is so good. It's a mango passion fruit lemonade boba, and it has the boba beads or balls or whatever you call them. You can see them, you know, right there. And then I got, he didn't have creme brulee. He said he can't find one of the ingredients that he uses to make it. But I got a mini. I asked for one mini strawberry donut. He gave me two, as you can see. And then I got the egg rolls. The egg rolls are made to order. They're not like pre-made or whatever, but these are the egg rolls. I got a 3 order, as you can see. He gave me, looks about 5 maybe. And it comes with a chili sauce. But y'all, if y'all are in Jacksonville and you want a good donut, y'all know I always go to Good Dough, but I also like this place as well. It's called Dofi. He's been open, I want to say maybe a year and a half, going on 2 years. So he's doing really well. He sells out most of the days. He says Monday is kind of a slow day for obvious reasons. People are coming off the weekend, and they just, the last thing they think about is getting donuts. They want to just go ahead and get to work and see what they got waiting. You know, he didn't say that, but if you work in a corporate environment, or any job for that matter, then you know how it is coming off the weekends. But I'm heading out to do my second errand, which is run to the bank, and then I have to make a return to Kohl's. I bought some distressed denim shorts. I bought them in the size 14. Y'all, those shorts, I swear they probably fit the size of a size 10. I would have to go up 2 sizes really if I wanted to get those shorts to fit, and I'm just not going to do that, because I know if I go up to 2 sizes, it's going to require me to get them tailored in the way. So I'm just going to return them. They were only how much were they? $22 or something like that. So not a lot, but my $22 I want back. So let's go ahead and go to the bank, and then go to Kohl's, and then we're probably just going to go back home. Y'all, did y'all hear about the Brandy and Monica The Boy Is Mine tour that they just announced? When I tell y'all I am so excited, listen, it does not take a lot for me to be excited about anything music related, especially in concert form when it involves music from the 90s. The 90s had some of the best music. Hell, 70s, 80s, and 90s in general had some of the best music. Argue with yourself. Argue with yourself. If you follow me on Instagram, then you've already seen my Instagram story where I said, if your birth year starts with the number 2, do not be going down there to the Ticketmaster and buying up the tickets. This concert ain't for you. It's for us. It ain't for the millennials. It is for us. So if you was born in the year 2000, hell, I even might jump off a ledge and say, if you was born anywhere in 1998 and on, this concert ain't for you. This concert ain't for you. It ain't for you. Sit down and let us have this one. I am so excited. I am debating about whether or not I want to see them in Charlotte or if I want to see them in Atlanta. And y'all, my husband said he would go to the concert with me. Y'all know he don't like going nowhere, but he said he would go to the concert with me because he feels like that would be a good one to see. So I'm excited. Are y'all going? Let me know in the comments.
Girl, I saw you soon as you came bouncing through the door. You and your girls just took over the floor, babe. Started doing your thing, and it made me want you even more. The way you turned around and looked at me, seemed as though you must have somehow felt me staring all along.
All right, Luxlivingfor family. Sorry if you hear the AC. Y'all know I live in Florida. It's hot, okay? Today is June 26th. I'm here at this place called H&H Bagels. I saw it on my girl Teresa's channel, Will Work for Heels. She does a lot of food reviews, y'all. She if y'all live in Jacksonville, or maybe even not, if you are looking for somewhere good to eat, follow her, because she is not exclusive to Jacksonville when it comes to food. My girl travels. She be crossing these state lines, sometimes these country lines, to give us the in the know on good places to eat. So I saw this on her page last night. She did a reel for this new restaurant. I think they're New York based, maybe, and they're here in Jacksonville. I keep telling y'all, Jacksonville is growing leaps and bounds, y'all, like legitimately. Like, we are growing like boing 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 boing. But she put this on her page, and I was like, I like me a good bagel. Let me go see what they're talking about. So I'm here, and they are crowded. This is their grand opening. As a matter of fact, it has a sign in the window that says grand opening June 26th, and they are crowded, but I have time to wait, and plus I'm hungry, so I trust my girl Teresa's palate, because all of the food that she shows looks good. So let's go in here and get us a bagel. And then they have this cookie place right here next to it. It's called Crave Cookies and Soda. I've never heard of that before. So we're gonna come over here and try some cookies as well. I mean, we made this drive. It is not close to my house, y'all. It was 32 minutes away. I told Teresa that. She said, yep, sounds about right. So if you live in Jacksonville, it's in the Durbin Crossing area. That is considered St. Johns County. It's considered St. Johns County. So if you live in Jacksonville, then you know where the Durbin Crossing area is.
Something tells me you're the kind of girl I like to get to know. I ain't even gonna front, I ain't even gonna lie. Since you walk up in the club, I've been giving you the eye. We can dance if you want, get it cracking if you like. On a beautiful moon, feels like one of those nights. Why? It's just the first time that I'm seeing you around. Could you be visiting around you?
All right, Luxlivingfor family, I'm back home. Here are the cookies that I got. I'll tell you about the bagel in a minute. But here are the cookies that I got from that place. I don't even remember what the name of it was. I'll insert it. But these are the 3 that I got. It's the same concept as like an insomnia. If you have an insomnia cookies in your area, or a crumble cookie, same exact concept. They have cookies or flavors of the week, and you pick from those. So this is a s'mores. This is a strawberry shortcake, and this is a traditional chocolate chip. So these 3 cookies with tax was $13. I guess that's about the same as crumble, but they are all just like crumble. They're all served warm, except this one, because of the whipped cream. Obviously, it's not served warm. It's served cool, not cold, but cool. But they all look really good. The s'mores, you can tell it was warm when I got it, because it kind of folded over from sitting up against the side of the container. But the bagel was okay. It wasn't mind-blowing in my opinion, but it was good. Now, Treese told me to try the bacon, egg, and cheese with on the jalapeno bagel. I don't really like jalapeno. I was gonna try it just because she recommended it, and like I said earlier, I trust her palate, but I didn't want to risk not liking it, knowing that I really don't like jalapeno like that. So I bypassed the jalapeno and got the bacon, egg, and cheese on everything. Now, what I can say that I like, everything is made to order, except the bagels. Obviously, the bagels are already made, but they toast them for you according to your order if you want it toasted. But your bacon is fried fresh, and your egg is fried fresh, and it's not a liquid egg. They crack the egg. So I did like that, and it tasted really good. Would I drive 30 minutes for it? Probably not. But if you're in the area, I would say definitely try it, because I mean, you know, if you had one bagel sandwich, you've had them all. But I don't have anything negative to say. They were crowded, which is good, you know, for any new business, especially in this economy. So love that for them. But yeah, I don't have anything else going on today. Y'all know I'm still at home. I'm still recovering technically. I mean, well, not technically, I am. I'm 4 weeks post-op, and I have about 3 weeks left before I go back to work. I see my doctor tomorrow, and if he decides to extend my stay, we're not gonna argue with him on that. And if he says that he thinks I'm okay to go back to work, and I feel that I'm okay to go back to work at the time my return to work date approaches, then that's what we're gonna do, because you know we gotta work, especially today, y'all. We gotta work. Thank God for employment, because oh child. But I think that's gonna be it for this vlog, y'all. I don't have anything else, like I said, going on today, and I kind of want to rest. If you can't tell, I'm kind of breathing a little hard. Since my hysterectomy, I will say that I'm gonna have to do a few things. Definitely work on regaining my stamina. Definitely work on re-strengthening my core. I mean, my core, I wasn't like Wonder Woman before, but it wasn't much of an effort for me to do things as it is now. And it's understandable. I mean, you had your tummy sliced open, so it's gonna take some time to heal. And 3, finding out ways to deal with this post-op fatigue. If you've had a hysterectomy or any type of abdominal surgery before, especially, you know, at a later age, then you know that fatigue can set in and creep up on you, and it does just that. But, you know, my doctor, he did warn me about that, so this is like no shock to me. The shock is that it just crept up on me all of a sudden. But, you know, that's why they encourage you to stay moving as much as possible, because if you're lying stagnant and not moving around, then it's not going to help with the fatigue. It's just going to contribute to it. So it's like a double-edged sword. You're tired and you don't want to move, but you got to get up and move so you don't remain tired. I mean, I know that's an oxymoron, but you get what I'm saying. So, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you've not done that already. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Luxlivingfor_less, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.